Hello, so today I'm doing a different deck for this episode. We'll be doing a Dino deck. Part of the reason why I'm playing a bit more Dino these days rather than previously playing the move deck is that Dino has a lot of free space for other cards. I guess the only necessary includes is Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl. Other than that, the deck's up to you, and you can build it how you want, really. I say Dino, Moon Girl, and Collector. Yeah, and then just whatever cards let you fill up your hand a bit more. So I'll go through the deck. Mine's pretty standard, but it's sort of crossed with a Sunspot Infinaut deck, and I'll explain why in a second, and then we'll go through a few games. So, first of all, I think Devil Dinosaur is very similar to Infinaut. I think you have a similar strategy in that you want to get your big cards out, but you also want to protect them. So things in Devil Dinosaur you usually see as armor, you see Cosmo to prevent Shang-Chi. So I think it works quite well together. But yep, we got Sunspot, Agent 13 for the card draw. Collector's really good with Devil Dinosaur because Moon Girl, Agent 13, Cable, Sentinel, they all add extra power to this card. Sentinel's an amazing pick. So I guess the utility cards that I've put in is Cosmo and Killmonger. I'm seeing a lot of Wong decks, and also these Rush Patriot decks. If people are seeing these Ultron Blue Marvel Patriot, you just rush the board with one cards that are just hilariously buffed. And then just White Queen and Infinaut. So I don't really use Infinaut much, I may switch him out later, but at the moment it goes well with Sunspot, or in turns where I just lose my Devil Dinosaur or don't draw him. So we'll go through a couple of games here. So I've lost a couple of ranks, I'm actually 138 or 139 during this game. So first turn he gives away what he's doing. He's a destroy deck. So I guess what I want to do is draw into Cosmo and armor so I can prevent him from destroying his own cards. And luckily for him, he gets it off straight away. These locations are fine for me. I skipped that turn. Yeah, it's a good thing about Sunspot, you don't have to commit to anything. Yeah, White Queen's always good because you can see what they have in their hand, so if they're going for something else, something else funky. It's easy to make a hybrid deck, so you can see what he has. So we see Leader. Cool. The annoying thing with Leader is that it forces you to make a really lame turn 6 play. So what I want to do is just get ahead as far as I can on turn 5, and I'll just play my Leader against his on turn 6. I think Leader's probably the most overpowered card in the game at the moment. I really think he needs a nerf. Unfortunately, until then we just have to deal with these kind of decks and just try to win by getting as much out turn 5 as possible. Sunspot's really good against Leader because if you know they're going to play Leader turn 6, you just don't play anything and you just get your Sunspot 6 power. So Sunspot's really good at the moment. Cool, I don't care about the Vibranium, so I'm going to play Devil Dinosaur so I can get all 3 lanes. Cool, classic Leader deck. Sweet, so I just give up on one of those lanes. I'm pretty sure I've won that right lane no matter what, so I'm just going to try it as best I can to win the middle lane. In hindsight, maybe I should have just shifted the White Queen and then just let Sunspot increase his power, but I don't know for a fact that he's going to play Leader, so I'm just going to play my Leader in case he's got some sort of funky play. Obviously I lose to Shang-Chi at this point, but it is what it is. This guy's taking forever. Yeah. I forgot that's how it worked. When you play leader against leader, you just fill up each other's side of the board with leaders. So, cool interaction. Cool, so that's one game down. I think I play about 3 at the moment. Versing the same guy now, so I know what deck he has, he knows what deck I have. We'll try to make adaptations as best we can. So as I said before, I kind of want to get as big of a lead as I can by turn 5, because I don't have as overpowered a card as he does for turn 6, so I definitely won't be playing Infinaut. If anything, I want to play Moon Girl turn 6, because my cards will benefit from him, where his side won't benefit from Moon Girl as much. Yeah, I think I'd decide here against playing Moon Girl, because I know it won't really net me any damage to my collector. I already have a pretty full hand. So I just decide to flood the board. Destroys his own Yondu, nice. So this is a clear Dino turn. Going off last game, if he had Shang-Chi, he probably would have drawn it, and he probably would have played it, so I don't have to play this in the armor lane. So I'm trying to work out what play gives me the most power this turn, since I can only play 1 card. I decide to play Moon Girl for the 2 card draw to buff my collector up 2 more power. So Moon Girl plus the collector buff gives me 6 power for a 4 drop, which is I think the best I can do. And then I do the play that lets me win all 3 lanes as they stand.
Whee!
Cool, I'll find this last game for us. New person, last game of the day. I haven't played this person before, so I kind of want to play around what I think he's going to go for, so we'll find out soon. Nightcrawler doesn't really tell us much. Could be a move deck, could be a rush deck, or a Khazar deck. Don't know yet. A lot of people just put a Nightcrawler in. Quake doesn't really tell us anything either. Turn 7, that benefits me. Cool, and maybe Cable will give us a bit more info on what he has. At this point I'm really confused. I don't see what Swordmaster has to do with anything. Ant-Man. Yeah, I have no idea what he's going to go for. Doesn't matter though, because my turn 5 and 6 is set in stone. I think I'm going to go Dino, Doom, then Dino again. But I can't quite remember what happens in this game. Alright, looks like from what he played, playing Blade and Swordmaster, so here's an Apocalypse deck, just with some weird other cards he's put in. So I don't really need to be afraid of other synergies. Apocalypse decks normally don't play like these counter cards like Shang-Chi, yeah, like Enchantress, so I should be safe to just play my cards as best I can to win all 3 lanes. Since I can move to the right hand lane next turn anyway, I'm not going to play anything there. I'm going to put Dino, and then just move later, depending on what he does. If he snaps for some reason, it kind of skitzes me out, but don't be scared. Cool, I moved the Dino to make space for Dr. Doom. I think having just one card in that right lane gives it to me, but I'll make space just in case I need to put the Dino on the left hand lane, because Dr. Doom's going to take up one of those spaces. And Agent 13 gives me another card, so it buffs Collector and Dino. He plays America Chavez. Bit weird why he would snap and then play that card. I don't know why he thinks he's ahead or likely to win. I mean, he knows I'm Dino, I played Moon Girl. Cool, and in this last turn, doing the play that lets me win all 3 lanes as they are. I decide to put Dino in the middle lane, just on the off chance that he moves his Nightcrawler and then plays something else. I can't actually remember at this point if he's moved his Nightcrawler previously, but always better to be safe. If he hasn't moved his Nightcrawler, or if he has already moved his Nightcrawler, that means he can't move it again to play Shang-Chi, if he's sort of guessing that I play Dino. And then just putting the Sentinel down to buff the Collector, and also it refills my hand so the Dinos don't lose power. We'll see what he does. Is that an Apocalypse? Has to be. Wow. He tanked for like 30 seconds just to decide which lane to put Apocalypse in. Nice. Anyway, that's the Dino deck. I think it's a really good deck if you don't have a lot of the pull 2 and pull 3 cards. I think it's the strongest pull 1 deck. Yeah, and it's the only deck that doesn't actually require many core cards. So you just really need Collector, Moon Girl, and Dino, and then the rest of it, to be honest, is up to you. I would put cards that let you fill up your hand a bit more, but yeah, really up to you. So having a deck with so few core cards, you can just adapt it to whatever you're facing at the moment. I only just started playing recently, so and I'm at this high rank, so I don't have the cards that other people have, but I'm playing against these really nuanced decks, like it's like Wong, Lockjaw, these Patriot decks, Magneto move decks. I don't have any of these cards, so I can't play them, even though they're more meta. So I'm just going with the counterplay deck, and then yeah, just winning through fundamentals. Right. Anyway, thank you. Let me know if you like Dino more than move deck, and maybe I'll play more of it. Alright, bye.